What's up guys? In today's video, I'll be attempting to beat the Elite Four using one type that I get from the wheel. I made up some rules for this challenge for me to follow. Rule 1, the team must only contain of the chosen type from the wheel. Dual types are obviously allowed. Rule 2, I can only limit myself to 2 legendaries and or mythicals. Rule 3, the battle must be on set mode to make it more challenging. Now that's out of the way, I do have to clarify some things. Since this challenge will be done on my main account, I will not be able to do the Brad and Nando fight, so I do apologize if some were looking forward to that. Now, let's go to the Wheel of Fate. Okay guys, we are now on the website with all the types on the wheel, and whatever type we get is the type we used to beat the Elite Four. Let's see what we get. Okay, I guess we're using Steel. This is gonna be interesting because this already is Steel Elite Four. So I wonder how this will go. Now that we got our type, let's make a team. Our lead Pokemon is going to be Skarmory. Skarmory is going to be setting up a Tailwind for us to increase our speed, as most Steel Pokemon aren't usually fast, while also setting up Spike if he's able to. Our next Pokemon is going to be Bronzong with its Drizzle ability, as it will help us at the start of the battle for the Ice Elite Four and get rid of the snow, and possibly help another Pokemon out. And that Pokemon is Archelon. Its Electric Shot is dangerous in the rain, as Electric Shot takes 2 turns to use, with turn 1 buffing the special attack and the second turn is him using it. But in the rain, it does both in 1 turn. And don't forget its Stamina ability, buffing its defense to make it live a little longer. And obviously we can't have a team without a Mega, and that Mega Pokemon is Lucario. I know. You're probably wondering why I didn't use Mega Scizor since it's clearly the better option. I'll tell you why. I lost a coin flip. Okay, Mega Scizor will be heads, and Mega Lucario will be tails. Well, shit. Lucario may not do much, but I'll take the challenge. And I made it a special attacker because I want to try a special set instead of the regular physical set. On to the next Pokemon, and which is Gholdengo, a good Pokemon with a good ability. I'm using an offensive bulk set as I want it to live just a little bit more than just it dying in 2 hits. My last Pokemon that I chosen for this team is Solgaleo, as it just released like around 3 to 4 weeks ago, and it was my childhood legendary when I grew up playing Pokemon Sun. Now that we finally got our team, let's begin the battle. We have now entered the Elite Four room, and I decided to take care of the Ice Elite Four Sage to start things off. He sent out his Iron Bundle and a Alolan Ninetales, while I sent out my Skarmory and Bronzong. Since my Bronzong is slower than Ninetales, his ability goes second, removing the snow for raining, which Ninetales can serve in a War Wheel. Iron Bundle is very dangerous as it's very fast and has a high special attack, and with the choice specs making its special attack even more higher. And with the rain, we are buffing it with its Hydro Pump. Iron Bundle will be tough to handle. I used Tailwind to give us speed for such a bit, while Bronzong used Heavy Slam to 4 times hit Ninetales. Iron Bundle uses Hydro Pump on Skarmory, and fortunately I got a study on it, and Ninetales used Freeze Dry on Skarmory too. Bronzong did manage to one-hit KO Ninetales with the Heavy Slam, so that's 1 down. We may not have speed control on the field, that doesn't mean that I will restart yet. Sending out Archelon to try set it up with an Electro Shot. And he sends out Calyrex Ice. Now Calyrex Ice is a problem as it can set up a Trick Room, has a Z move, and worst of all, high horsepower, which is a ground move. I intend to use both my Pokemon to try KO Calyrex. Iron Bundle uses Hydro Pump on my Bronzong and miss. Archelon uses Electro Shot to push his special attack and get its Calyrex to around half HP. Bronzong was not able to KO it, and Calyrex used Trick Room. We are now in the danger zone. I attempt to use a Retro Shot at Iron Bundle to try KO it. Since my Barn Zone is actually slower, but faster than the Trick Room, but too weak to still kill Kyrex. And then he went for the Z move. He uses it on the Charizard and hoping it'll survive, but it OHKO the Charizard. I sent out Lucario next to use Wrecking Wave to KO the Kyrex, and now using Body Press to chip some of Iron Bundle's health. Iron Bundle once again OHKO another Pokemon with Hydro Pump. I sent out Solgaleo and he sends out Galarian Darmanitan. Trick Room is still up, so I can KO the Iron Bundle with Bronzong and playing Solgaleo can KO Darmanitan. I managed to KO the Iron Bundle and Darmanitan used Icicle Crash to KO my Bronzong. Solgaleo managed to OHKO the Darmanitan. Now both of us has 2 Pokemon left. I sent out my Gordingo and Sage sends both Abomasnow and Chien-Pao. Since I'm Choice Scarf, I can't use Flare Blitz on the Abomasnow and Chien-Pao is a Dark type and Gordingo is a Ghost type. Right now, this is a tough situation. I risk the Nasty Plot hoping Chien-Pao doesn't go for Gordingo or KOs it. He starts Mega Evolving his Abomasnow and now uses the snow that he sets up to now set in Aurora Veil while I manage to get a Nasty Plot off. The Chien-Pao decides to KO my Solgaleo by using Quench, which OHKOs it since Solgaleo is also a Psychic type. Trick Room is finally over and Gordingo is the only one standing. I decided to go for Make It Rain as it hits both of the Pokemon, and Chien-Pao uses Sword Stance. Going for Sword Stance was a mistake, as Make It Rain managed to KO it and got Abomasnow below half. Abomasnow uses Energy Ball, which didn't do anything. I used Make It Rain again and managed to KO the Abomasnow, giving us the win. Now that's 1 Elite Four down, 3 left to go. We are now entering probably the hardest fight of this challenge. Before we get to the battle, let me explain why. As you know, Steel is weak to fighting and the Fighting Elite Four has 3 major threats. That being Urshifu, Koraidon, and Gallade. Urshifu is Choice Scarf with a Dark type signature move that guarantees a critical hit, which is bad for Solgaleo. Koraidon with his Orichalcum Force with not only setting up the sun, but boosting its attack and Flare Blitz. And Gallade, who can obviously Mega Evolve, but has the ability Suckness, which powers up all slicing moves by 50%. Now let's see what we can do against Fighting Elite Four Gauntlet. First Pokemon he sends out is his Chestnut, while I send out my Skarmory to try set up a Tailwind. I set up set of spikes, but I went for Brave Bird, KOing the Chestnut instead. Gaunt immediately sends out his Koraidon, and we're in a major situation. I sacrificed Skarmory as I don't want any Pokemon to take a Flare Blitz right now. I sent out Bronzong to get rid of the sun and set up the ring for a Charizard. I decided to use Toxic to do chip damage overtime just in case things get serious. He uses Flare Blitz, which did a quarter of my HP due to the rain. Without towering out, I decided to set up blocks to do little damage to try to give us a little advantage. With one zone so low, I decided to sacrifice it so you can get a safe switch in. I decided to send out Solgaleo since Koraidon has low kick and we are no longer faster, and I decided to use Earthquake to finish off Koraidon. He then now sends out his Urshifu, and now my Solgaleo is in trouble. Urshifu decides to go for a Poison Jab. With luck on our side, I decided to send out Gordingo and try set it up with Nasty Plot. I then used Mickey Rain to Oko the Urshifu. He now sends out Sneasler, who can't really do much against Gordingo. Sneasler used Acrobatic, which does nothing, and we Oko with Shadow Ball. 2 Pokemon left, and he sends out Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant uses Moonblast, which does nothing. It did lower our special attack from the Moonblast, and we used Make It Rain to one-hit KO the Iron Valiant. Gaunt now sends out his final Pokemon, being Galade. Galade starts Mega Evolving and hoping he can survive a hit from it. Unfortunately, we didn't, so I sent out Lucario for a Mega vs Mega Brawl, and it died to a Sacred Sword. I sent out a Charizard, and I got one hit KO'd. Our last hope is now Solgaleo once again. I went for Flare Blitz, which got it to half HP, and Galade strikes back with Sacred Sword. With Gaunt's Wonder, it gave us the win with Solgaleo using Flare Blitz one more time and KOing the Galade. Now that's 2 down, 2 left to go. We are now probably entering one of the most easiest fights in this challenge. We're going against the Fairy Elite Four Emperor, and we got the type advantage. He sent out his Grimmsnarl, and I send out my Skarmory. He sets up a Reflect, and I set up a Tailwind. I start setting up some spikes, and he sets up a Light Screen. Grimmsnarl used Spirit Break and barely did anything to Skarmory. I switched to Bronzong to set up the rain and also set up some Stealth Rocks. I then switch again into a Charizard to build up his special attack with Electric Shot and hopefully his defense with Stamina. I use Electric Shot, which boosts my special attack, but Spirit Break is now lowering my special attack. While Grimmsnarl was setting up his screens again, I can now set up a Celadon with his electric shot. Infrared sent out his Mega Gardevoir early. The Gardevoir uses Focus Blast, which miraculously kills Archelodon. I send out Skarmory to try set up another Tailwind. I then use Skarmory to use Brave Bird to do some chip damage and to sacrifice it. I send out Gordingo, hopefully to set up a Nessie Plot and KO it. Infrared then switches Gardevoir to a Zumaro. I use Shadow Ball, which got it below half HP and forced it to use a Citrus Berry. I used Make It Rain, which doesn't kill due to the late screen still being up. Gordingo managed to KO it with a Shadow Ball, receiving one special attack boost from decreasing. Infrared now sends in Fluttermane, who is a speedy demon. Fluttermane uses Shadow Ball and KOs my Gordingo. I sent out Lucario to hopefully KO it with a Flash Cannon. Infrared start using his Furium Z-move with Fluttermane, in which it KOs my Lucario. I now sent out my Solgaleo to use Sunsteel Strike to KO the Fluttermane. Mega Gardevoir was sent out again, but died to the hazards that's on the field. He sends out Delphox, in which I have to send out my Bronzong to set up the rain, decreasing Delphox's fire typing move. Fire Blast still did a lot of damage on Bronzong, and hoping I can damage Delphox a bit with Heavy Slam, but Delphox has Scorching Sand, KOing my Bronzong. We are now down to Solgaleo once again, while Infrared still has 2 Pokemon left. I use Earthquake to OHKO the Delphox, now only Xerneas is left. It's now a legendary versus legendary fight. I use Earthquake to get Xerneas to red HP. And Xerneas uses my rain to guarantee the Thunder, which did a quarter of Solgaleo's HP. I use Earthquake one more time to successfully KO the Xerneas, giving us the win. That is 3 Elite Fours down, with only 1 left to play. We are now at the final battle of the challenge, a Steel vs Steel battle against VLAD. Vila send out his Klefki, and I send out my Scummery once again. VLAN uses Klefki to set up screens, and I set up a tailwind, boosting my team's speed. I switch out Skymary to send out Bronzong to set up the rain for a Celadon. Klefki paralyzed my Bronzong with Thunder Wave. Now risking losing a turn, I immediately switch to a Celadon. My tailwind did go well, and Klefki paralyzed my Celadon with Thunder Wave. I went for Electro Shot and boosting my special attack. Klefki went for Spikes, which allows me to get another Electro Shot on Klefki, letting me get it to red HP. Vila then switches out Klefki into Gordingo, and the Electro Shot got it below half HP. It used Make It Rain on me, which boosts my defense, and got another Electro Shot off, KOing the Gordingo. Ria then now sends out Tinkaton, who has a Z-move, so we gotta be careful. Tinkaton uses Play Rough on the Celadon, getting it around half HP. The Electro Shot got Tinkaton to rage HP, and since the rain is done, I decided to go for Aura Spear to finish off the Tinkaton. The Cosmo Dustman was now sent out next, and the Cosmo Dustman is very dangerous. Sunsteel Strike didn't do anything to me, and one Aura Spear was enough to OHKO the Cosmo Dustman. Kingambit was sent out next and received an attack buff from his fallen comrades. Kingambit uses Cthulhu Cleave to finish off my Celadon's rampage. I send out my Lucario, hoping it can KO the Kingambit. And my Lucario managed to get an Overspear off, KOing the Kingambit. VLAN now sends out his Scizor, and now it's a Mega vs Mega showdown. Scizor went for Bullet Punch, and I went for a Nasty Plot. I used an Aura Spear to get Scizor near red HP. And Lucario finished the Mega Scizor with a Vacuum Wave. Klefki is defenseless, and I let my Lucario get the final kill. That is the final battle, and all the Elite Four has been completed. The challenge is now done.